Hello, I'm MC Knight. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair. This is episode 35. So, if you're observant, you're going to notice that things look just a little bit different here. There's several things to point out. One, I am currently using shaders. So, I'm going to go in here to the shader packs. I am using BSL version 8.4. Since I recently upgraded to a different computer, the graphics card is a whole lot better, and so there's a number of things that I've actually been able to do. And so right now I'm using several mods, and then also I'm using some resource packs. I'm using Fast Better Grass, Dramatic Skies. I've been using the borderless glass. These are red because they're actually an outdated version, but they still work. And then I'm using high contrast, and it's built in. I don't know that really does a whole lot of anything. So most of the mods that I'm using right now are still the same as what I was using before. I can put a link in the description as to what mods I'm using, and also the resource packs I'm using in the shader pack. I'll put a link in there in the description to what I'm using, and then also I'll put a link into where you can get that. The other thing you might notice is this wall over here is starting to get pretty bare. I don't really have a whole lot in the chests anymore. You can see I got the ender pearls in here because they don't stack. The eggs don't stack. I'm not sure if the turtle eggs will stack up to 64 or not. And then there's some other things in here I just haven't taken over to the sorting system. And then I got brewing stuff in here because, well, I want to keep that in here because I'm still thinking I would like to make a brewing area back in here. And then down here, I have these in here. I just haven't taken those over to the sorting system. And a few other miscellaneous items. And then over here are the more precious things. You can see my redstone collection is starting to get pretty good. I did spend a little bit more time at the witch hunt, or the witch farm, and collecting. And then you can see I've got a ton of iron right now. Not only that, I've got 1, 2, almost 3 shulker boxes full of iron blocks in my ender chest, plus over in the villager trading hall, I have almost another 2 shulker boxes full. So I definitely do not need any more iron. This chest is almost empty. I just haven't taken shroom lights over because I don't really have a whole lot of them. And this is miscellaneous wood items, stairs, slabs, doors, signs, boats, and trap doors. And then I have some sticks in here as well, and some ladders. And this is dyes and candles. So the reason that this is a whole lot emptier than what it was before is because over here in the sorting system, I have been doing some work. So I've added on the 3rd layer, as I showed you in the last episode. And what I did was I added an elevator out here, a dropper vader that goes up to the top level. And so that brings items up into the top level. I've also built some stairs going up to the top level, and I've put a number of items in here. I've kind of tried to keep this level as more organic and food items. And then I do have some lighting over here and some ice blocks and snow blocks. And so it is kind of filling up, and I'm actually starting to get a little concerned that I might run out of room in this sorting system, but I still got a long way to go. And then I did add some chests over here for some some more bulk storage. So I'm going to see if I can get over here onto this scaffolding and take you up. And so what I wanted to show you is so the sorting system came over and ended there. And I wanted to have these higher. And so I put another dropper vader in here to bring it up. And so now everything's connected. The sorting system has 3 dropper vaders to it. And it's turned out to be quite the system. So as I said, I did add some stairs. And the other thing I did was I put some lanterns around on this first level. Or actually the middle level. And I'm now realizing that I probably should have a lantern right here in this corner. I'll have to get one and put one on at some point. So I have also been doing a little bit more work out here. One of the mods that I'm using is Lighty. And so if I switch the overlay on, you can see all this is green. That means there is no spawnable space for any mobs. And so what I did was I turned this on and I came out and then I started placing some acacia fences going up and then putting lanterns on to try to light everything up. I've just placed some here and there throughout the area. And you can see now everything in here is green. There's no spawnable spaces until you get back here. And then you can see back in here there's some red areas, which I'm not real concerned about. And then going up around the back here by the bamboo farm, there's actually a couple spots right here. And then going up to the top here into the area where Rapid Sphinx wants to build, there's also some areas that mobs can spawn. But I did put some fence posts and lights in here. And also I did start doing some work back in here. So now if I come up from here, I can go all the way into the wood farm and the bone meal farm without having to hop. I do want to try to do some more work back in here and make a pathway. I have it started somewhat over through to here, but I just haven't gotten a whole lot done back here as far as the pathway. And part of that is because for the last couple of weeks I have been sick. You might still hear it in my voice. I still got a bit of a cold. It's that time of year. I intend on keeping this episode just a little bit shorter. And so you'll see in my inventory, I have 2 brushes that I put Unbreaking 3 and Mending on those brushes. And so what I have not done at this point yet is I haven't gone to a warm ocean ruin or warm ocean biome and gone to a ruins and used a brush to get a sniffer egg. In the last world, I had some sniffer eggs that were given to me by Ethy, but I have never obtained one by myself. And so this episode, what I want to do is I'm going to head this direction. Probably going to be, I'm guessing probably about 1,000 to 2,000 blocks away. What I'm actually probably going to do is go to spawn, because that isn't very far away from where a warm ocean biome is, and I'm going to see if I can get a sniffer egg today. So I am here at spawn, and I'm going to need to go this direction, probably about 1,000 blocks. I'm not going to take you with me the whole way, and the reason is because I haven't really been this way yet, and I'm thinking that it's going to be a little difficult for the chunks to load. So I'm going to have to do some slow flying, and I don't want to bore you with all that. So I'm going to catch up with you when I get to the warm ocean biome, which actually I'm not really all that far away already. So the chunks are actually loading pretty quickly, and we're gonna hit the F3 debug screen, and I'm thinking that this might, yeah, we're in the warm ocean biome already. So in my exploring, I just came across this village here. I'm not quite sure what the heck was going on there. Okay, maybe there was some magma down there that I didn't notice. For a moment I thought maybe it was drowned with a trident. But anyway, I just found this village here, and I have never seen a village like this. It reminds me of Venice. I spent the night here at the village. I had searched around quite a bit and didn't find a ruined portal, or an ocean ruin, for quite some time. And so I decided to come back to the village to spend the night. And it just so happened on the way back, I found a ruined portal. And it's along the way. And so what I did was I got rid of some of my extra stuff, just in the off chance that something goes wrong, which that can always happen. So I have been out here for quite some time looking. Now I've had this thunderstorm come up, and yeah, it's getting kind of scary, to say the least. So I am going to make landfall here and sleep to get rid of this thunderstorm. Not only was it scary for getting struck by lightning, but it also was really making it difficult to see anything. So I'm gonna try turning the shaders off. You know, I think it actually looks like it'd be a little easier to see in the water without the shaders. I am back at the base, and as you saw in the clip, I did get a sniffer egg. Now, I'm going to explain to you what happened. So I recorded an outro to the video and was going to end it. So I did that, and then afterwards I was like, you know what, I want to get another sniffer egg. And so I went to another warm ocean biome and did some searching around, and I got another sniffer egg. So now I got 2 of them. So now I can actually put the sniffer eggs down, hatch them, and then I can breed them to get more. After I did that, then I went and I was editing the video, and I just needed to put the last little bit in, and that's when I realized I had upgraded OBS, and for some reason or another, it did not keep the setting for my microphone, and so it did not really record anything that I said. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and redo the outro, and I show you that I got 2 sniffer eggs. And so what I think I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it right now, but what I've been thinking about is I think some area down in here, I don't want to go too far because of my rude neighbors down there, but I think somewhere maybe down in here or up in the top, I'm not sure, maybe even around the side here. I just haven't really decided where, but I want to put an area, and I want to do a sniffer farm so that I can start getting the flowers that they dig up. And I also think I want to start putting the rest of my animals over in that area. And so I think I showed everybody I got a donkey, and I named him Don Key. And also, there are some sheep and pigs and chickens in here. And I'm actually going to gather up some of these eggs. I go in here every once in a while, gather some eggs, and then I just take them and throw them and see if I can hatch chicken. Sometimes my success rate is a little bit higher than other times. And then also in here I have 2 horses. One I named Ramon, and the other one I named Hector. I would like to build an area for Hector, Ramon, and Donkey, and the rest of the animals. I don't know that I'll name the rest of them, but I wanted to name the horses and the donkey. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe I might just do it right around here, though I just don't know yet. But anyway, that's going to be for another episode. I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. It went a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I consider it a real success ratio because, well, if you look, I now have 2 sniffer eggs. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed to my channel and watches my videos. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. I will catch you next time, and until then, I'm MC Knight.